everybody, I'm your man, Dennis Pitzenberger. We're here, SEMA show, Power Automedia, with my man, JR Richmond from Powermaster Performance. And I can tell you from firsthand experience, JR, I burnt through 2 factory starters, and I knew my mistake. I went and dropped the money on the good starter because I got tired of being stranded. Now, you guys got some good stuff this year, talking about swaps. That seems to be your focus. Let's talk about some of these great starters and why people need to use your product.
Using our product, as you just said, it only takes once or twice. That third time, hopefully you've made the decision by then. Buy the correct starter the first time. We've got plenty of options for you. Doesn't matter what you're working on, whether it be a Coyote, a modular engine, if it's LS, small block Chevy, big block Chevy, Ford, Chrysler, we've got it all. All of our starters are made here in the United States. That's a big thing we're proud of. We actually have a factory you can come and visit.
Talk about the adjustability. Now, I knew when I put my Powermaster starter in, the best part of it was getting it away from our headers. Now, you make a great starter, but no starter likes heat. Let's talk about the advantages of using your product.
Using our product, effectively, you can create space. So if you're doing a swap, or even if it's in a stock vehicle, you can adjust the starter and dial that in. It could be for an oil pan or a close-fitting set of headers. But as you're saying, starters do not like heat. The farther you can get that starter away from heat, the more longevity it's going to have. It's going to allow to keep that starter, the cranking power up, and start your vehicle effortlessly every time.
One of the things I think is really interesting is the resurgence of different power plants. And we're talking about the Y-block being real popular these days, even nailheads, and you've got a solution for them as well.
We do. As long as you're going to do a 12-volt swap there, 12-volt negative ground, we've got a nice high-torque starter for the retro engines, just about anything you can think of right now. But the big two would be the nailhead 401 and 425, and also all of your Y-blocks. We're seeing a big comeback in those engines.
Let's talk about why people need to realize the quality and the R&D that goes into something as simple as a starter. You think of it as the afterthought, but really you need to think of it as something that's just as important as your cylinder heads or any other part of your power plant.
Yeah, it's not just the piece you slap on the last part of the build and hope it starts. If it's thought about during the build, like you said, when you're purchasing your cylinder heads, at that point in time, typically you know what your compression is going to be. That's when you want to choose the starter. Have the correct starter in there the first time, you're going to be trouble-free.
Talking about the R&D and what makes it different from the products that are your competition.
One of the biggest things is they may look the same on the outside, but on the inside they're all totally different. A lot of other companies out there, but it takes a long time to dial in that recipe that's inside of them. That's where all the power is going to come from.
All right, JR, I've already told you that I use the product because I believe in it, and the beauty of it is I get to forget about it. But sometimes things fail. You got the program to take care of your customers.
We do. If something ever happens to the starter motor in its lifetime, you box the starter up, not the original box. I know those get tossed on the first day. Put your name, phone number, return address in it, send it to us, and we can fix or repair it for parts cost only, no labor.
All right, JR, you know what? I've already told you I'm a customer. I believe in the product, but if people out there want to know where to get the best starters in the market, where do we go?
You can come visit us at PowermasterPerformance.com.
You heard him. That's the man. Right here, SEMA show coverage, Power Automedia.